Hello, my name is Justine. I'm a Peace Corps volunteer currently serving in Swaziland. Right now I'm working on a project with my local support group. There's about 150 people in the support group who are all HIV positive, and the support group is run through the clinic to basically provide them psychosocial support and to work on adherence to ARVs. That's antiretroviral drugs, or the drugs that help slow down the progression of HIV. So the project that we're working on is to promote good nutrition and health among people in the support group and their families. Basically, what we want to do is build a community garden or expand on what you see behind me, this sort of plot of land. Right now, it's only planted with maize, which is the staple crop of Swaziland. The problem is that they don't have an adequate fence. This one was just put up in the last couple of weeks. And it's just barbed wire on untreated poles, which means that it will last maybe a year before the wood starts to rot. What we want to do is put up treated poles. We want to expand the area because they actually purchased this whole big plot of land, and they've only built a fence around maybe 50% of it. So we want to expand it to its full size and put up good poles and a good solid fence with this barbed wire at the top. One of the other things that the project seeks to do is to provide water for this part of the community. The problem is that right now the only water that they have is rainwater or water they collect from the river. Now for a garden this size, collecting water from the river is not really practical. So what we want to do is build a borehole or a well that's 120 meters deep. We have to go that deep because the water table is very low up on this side of the mountain. So we'll dig a 120-meter well or borehole, and then we'll put a hand pump on it. So the water from that will go for everyone in this side of the community, maybe about 40 homesteads or 50 homesteads. And so everyone will get water from that rather than collecting water from the river like they currently do. And after we have water and an adequate fence, they'll be able to plant vegetables. Now, vegetables are really key to the diet of a person living with HIV because there's a lot more nutrients in it than is just in maize. So right now, all they can plant is maize because without water, they can't grow anything else. They tried beans, but they all died because of the heat and the lack of water. So this project hopefully will be funded in the next couple of weeks, and we'll be able to get started. The group is really eager to get started on it so that we can plant by April. This is a water pump like the one that we want to put in at Our Lady of Sorrows. So this is in my community, like the closest one to my house, and it probably serves maybe 400 people, about 40 homesteads. So every day there's a huge line in the afternoon. It's about 6:30 now, so there's no one here. But in the afternoon there will be a huge line of girls with buckets coming to fill up their water buckets. This is the only source of water for most homesteads in the community. There's no running water. On the other side of the community where Our Lady of Sorrows is and where we will be putting in the water pump, there are no pumps like this currently. Everyone gets their water out of the river, which is kind of unsanitary because there's a lot of bilharzia and schistosomiasis and other waterborne diseases. And in addition to that, a lot of people just bathe directly in the river, and cattle drink directly out of the river. And people do their laundry and everything. And then they use the same water that's been used for bathing and for cattle drinking out of and for laundry washing. And they use that same water for drinking and for cooking. So by putting in a borehole, we're going to prevent a lot of waterborne illnesses, and we'll make the water closer to them and a lot safer.
Libito lami mina ngincamsile wakakhumalo ngilapha Our Lady of Sorrows khona la eSwatini. Singimuntu lo HIV positive. Singemalunga la support group sing 150. Siphila nalo gciwane, siyadama kufaka emandla, silime, sende tingadzi, sifake amaveje, konke imbila, kodwa emandla amafisha besicela tinini intenkosi kokuthi manje tisiside tisilekelele ngabofenisi ngoba bofenisi asinabo kahle timali katikho asisebenti boba besebafa basishiya nebantwana labanye sebafa basishiya ngakho besicela ukuthi thina lesesikhona sesatihlola ngesimo sethu sengathi satholakala HIV positive sifisile ukuqhubeka nempilo sanathe ama ARVs siqhubeke siphile sifake amandla sisebenze ngiloko nje siyabonga.
Now we would like to say thank you for the donations that they are trying to raise for us. Really, they will mean a lot to the people. They are very happy to work in the garden. They need water. With the water supply, I hope it will improve their nutritional status and they will be able to take their medication and get better and be able to help their families afterwards.